Hello, everyone. My name is E, and welcome to Hedgetown, the podcast where we discuss the strange and unusual fascinations of Generation Z, whether this be an unusual obsession with a fighting anime clown or a fixation on strawberry cows. We've got it all here for students like you. Today on set, I have my good friend and visual here at MSA, Liv Walker. How are you doing today, Liv?
I'm doing exquisite. Amazing.
Exquisite?
Yeah, I had to give myself a round of applause because I love myself.
We all appreciate self-love here. Today I brought you on set to talk about a topic that's, been very widely spread across campus within the past year by you yourself. Sort of like the pastor of the gospel of Mitski, if you can say. And as I've just mentioned that topic, we are here to talk about Mitski, the Asian American artist who we all know and love.
Mitski, my love. Oh.
If you have clothes in the laundry room, please go see to them at this time. Other students need to use them. There's dry clothes in the dryer just sitting. Someone please go get them.
Attention MSA students, please go get your laundry out the dryer. Thank you. Back to the interview. So, who is Mitski to you?
Japanese American indie pop artist Mitski.
Okay. You've obviously studied this very much in depth.
My love, my everything.
Mm-hmm.
Her music, it's so versatile.
Okay.
Mitski is what Mary is to Jesus.
Really?
Mitski is my everything. My coffee in the morning.
Oh.
My pillow. My cold pillow at night.
So you've definitely developed a relationship with her music in that way.
Yeah. If Mitski ever got back on social media, she would probably block me for so much how I would be in her mentions.
Considering how much you talk about her on a daily basis, I feel like that's pretty accurate.
I love Mitski.
In a professional setting, who is Mitski to you?
Mitski is... Mitski, to me, is an amazing artist who just encapsulates the person of color experience in America.
Mm-hmm.
Not only that, but her music is just, like, so good. It's just so good. Like, there is no bad Mitski song. It doesn't exist.
I have to give a round of applause for you not being a simp for, 2 seconds. Thank you so much.
It took a lot. It took a lot of energy.
It took a lot. So, next question. How has Mitski's music impacted you over the past year, and which songs would you say have sort of impacted you the most? I know it's a loaded question. Just take a breath. You gotta let that energy out.
Okay. So, boom. Mitski. Started listening to Mitski in, mid-October. Really, really got into her in December, which is the worst time to listen to Mitski.
Oh, yeah.
Winter time, and it's pining season, peak performance there for me.
Mm-hmm.
But I really just got into her. I was just like, oh, because her songs obviously blew up on TikTok, and I was like, class of 2013. Ooh, this is quite interesting. Mommy issues. Oh.
So yes, we started doing self-call-outs on Hedgetown. I would like to start advertising that. You can call me at 1-800-mommyissues.com. We are not sponsored. So, what songs would you say have impacted you the best, and how have they impacted you in that way?
I Bet on Losing Dogs.
Can you
I
tell
Bet on
us
Losing Dogs by Mitski.
a little bit about that song?
Oh my god. So, that song is just the world's saddest song, I feel like.
Mm-hmm.
It's so good, and it can be unpacked in so many different ways that it's just so versatile. I could listen to I Bet on Losing Dogs and cry, but I could also listen to I Bet on Losing Dogs and not cry. You know?
Well, that's an interesting way to put it. I definitely have cried to I Bet on Losing Dogs. Let me not lose my pronunciation here. In what ways could you say that it would be a little bit versatile? Like, how many meanings does it have to you, and in what one way can you unpack it here?
Well, as someone who's wrote a whole essay on this song, the song itself is like about dog fights and betting on losing dogs. Obviously, it's in the title, but just her like stance in the song could be taken many different ways. It could be between her and a lover. It could be just her betting on herself. It could be like outside perspectives, looking in, and it's just a lot of ways to take in the song. But overall, it's a good song. And if it plays on shuffle, you better be ready. You better be prepared mentally.
So it definitely fits with a lot of genres as far as relations go. So it can fit as far as like, when you're sad, when you're upset, when you're happy, when you're annoyed. Mitski is a very versatile artist as far as what she is. In what ways do you feel Mitski has kind of set a relationship to teens in her music base? It's something that I've noticed a lot within the past year, especially here at MSA, which is primarily your fault, but we're not going to talk about that.
Sorry, guys.
That teens are starting to heavily relate to her music, which is no fault or no problem at all. But you definitely see a lot more involvement in Mitski's fan base, with teenagers especially. So how do you think her music has kind of set that relationship between us teens and her music base?
Well, I feel like Mitski really just went on a hiatus at a bad time because we're in the middle of a pandemic, and everyone's been sitting at home real sad. Real sad. And as hormonal teenagers go, what can I say about being sad and sitting in one place for almost a year now? Her music is just like, it varies so much because you can go from Drunk Walk Home where she is screaming for a full 45 seconds, or you can go to Crack Baby, which is like, wow. I love Crack Baby. It's such a good song.
Can you tell us a little bit about what Crack Baby is from your perspective?
Okay, so...
Are we ready to unpack that one?
Are y'all ready to unpack this one?
Are we ready?
Are you? So, the song starts with, like, her addressing the Crack Baby, right? So, from a perspective of her being like, you don't know what you want, but you know that you had it once, and you know that you want it again. And it's just like, so true, Mitski. You preach the word, Pastor Mitski, because the song is like,
it's just,
I had a little fart there.
It's just that singular noise.
It's just, like, that's one Mitski song that I will never put in my playlist because I know for a fact that I will start bawling on site.
So Mitski definitely has a lot of music that can relate to a wide variation of people, whether it's people that have been abused or people who are addicted to drugs or people who are even in sex work or in an abusive relationship. She kind of encaptures whatever message she needs to in that song whenever she needs to.
Yeah, she does a really good job of, like, portraying these messages through, like, her lyricism and her, like, sound overall. And I don't know, Mitski is like elbow macaroni, very versatile and always good.
Okay, next question. Since Mitski is in one of your top listings on your Spotify account, I would like to know how Mitski is against other artists within your Spotify playlist.
Oh, let me open my Spotify for you. So we could go from my like songs, okay? I can search up Mitski. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 songs. And that's not a lot. I also have her whole discography downloaded on my phone. Compared to other artists, she's in my top songs. She's all of my top songs. She varies. Like, one day, the snow week, we were sitting here the whole week. I listened to I Bet on Losing Dogs for 5 hours straight on repeat.
Yeah, Mitski would definitely block you. It's either a heavy devotion to Mitski that she admires, or it's I might need to call 911.
Oh yeah. My roommate has definitely threatened my life several times. I have threatened his life several times. I've been like,
Are we gonna edit that out? We should leave it. Yeah, we should leave it.
I remember one time Eli sighed too heavily, and I said, "Shut up, Mitski's playing," in the most serious tone I possibly could, and I was being so serious right then.
You are definitely the Mitski gospel, the Mitski preacher, as I hear you playing it all across campus. Everyone knows it by now. It's a very wide renowned artist on MSA campus, and I appreciate you coming on set with me today and kind of just simping over Mitski for a total of what? It's 10 minutes and 54 seconds
I
now?
can keep going. I can keep going for hours. About
Unfortunately.
Mitski. I love Mitski.
We're going to have to close off here today because if we do go any longer, I feel like we're going to get sued.
I love you, Mitski.
Okay. Thank you, Olivia, for joining me on set today. I'm really glad that you came to talk with me about this topic. We've been waiting for this all year. And thank you guys for being here with me in Hedgetown for the past year. I'd like to let you all know that this is the last episode of Hedgetown for the oncoming year. And I've been on losing time. Thank you guys for coming with me along in this ride. It's so important to have listeners like you. Join us next year for Hedgetown V2 every month, twice. Thank you again for listening. We are here for students like you. Say bye to the audience, Liv.
Bye, Mitski.
Oh,
Oh.
bye, you guys. We'll see you later.
Bye-bye.
Beep boop.